Okay, I think it worked. Hello? Can anyone hear me? This feels kind of weird. Like I'm talking to myself. Remain silent. I guess I'll just keep working on it. I could have sworn I got the incantations down. Oh well, I guess I'll try casting it again. Maybe I stuttered somewhere. Whoa, hey. Sorry, I wasn't fully expecting that to work out. Hi. Oh, great. Otherworldly being, Grand Mage Sherbert, am here to, make contact with you? That's what I've been told my superiors to try and do, at least. If you can hear me, I'd like to speak with you. Great. So, who exactly am I making contact with? Quiet. Are you sure? Quiet. That's surprisingly pronounceable. I'm glad. I was worried there'd be a language barrier. Well, Quiet, thank you very much for responding to my call. My name is Sherbert, and as I said, I'm a Grand Mage for the region of Gingerbread. In fact, I'm one of the youngest mages ever to hit the Grand level. They call me a real prodigy, which sure is a lot of pressure. I've been tasked with an experimentation of magic and have been researching the possibility of other universes. Today is the day I finally made contact with someone. Or maybe it's something. Actually, I should probably ask. This is probably a weird question, but what exactly are you? Are you a human or something else? Okay, cool. I just wanted to check. Can never be too sure with these things. One time I accidentally made contact with a client's pet instead of their dead relative. What's worse is that I had no idea until about halfway through the meeting. That was awkward, having to ask why the relative was so enthusiastic about belly rubs and eating pet food. Anyways, nice to know you're human too. You can see everything, right? And hear me too? Okay, great. So I suppose I wouldn't have been able to talk to you up until this point if you couldn't. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I know this is probably a little weird, whether it's about me or what you're doing here, and I'll try and answer everything the best that I can. Why are you contacting me? Why? Mostly to see if I can be honest with you. I've never done it before, and to my knowledge, no one else has either. Pretty simple reason, I guess. This is my laboratory, though it's really just a room I was given. Not that I'm complaining. I've done my best to make it my own. If there's anything in here you want to know about, just let me know. Since I don't know what your world's like, maybe some of what have seemed strange to you. All of that stuff on the table, yeah, that's a lot, huh? Sorry about all the mess. I haven't cleaned up from all this interdimensional spell stuff. I'm not sure if I fully remember what's in each potion now that I think about it. I'll have to figure that out later. That pile of books will make its way back onto the shelf soon too, once I make some space. It's probably time I cleared some of my junk, to be honest. It's getting kind of cramped in here. I don't remember the last time I saw that table cleared off completely. The tome? Pretty hefty, huh? I found it in the back of this weird part of the library about a year ago. It's been in my room ever since. It's been instrumental to my progress. Without it, there's no way I could have contacted you. I'm really happy I found it. It has a whole bunch of weird text in it, and I have yet to fully decode. I feel like I've only scratched the surface. I can't find any mention of it in the library's catalogs, though. No author, no publication date, nothing. I'll have to really do some research into where this thing came from. I hope there's more volumes to look through. Sorry about all this mess. It's a little embarrassing it's gotten this bad. I kind of hoped you wouldn't notice it, me standing in front of it. This place kind of cramped, huh? I have to really find a place for any of this stuff. That's just my potion shelf. Not really my forte, honestly. I'm better at more experimental magic. I'm not really one for following recipes. It just feels weird recreating something that I know already works. I'm not that good of a cook either. There's probably a relation there. Do potions expire? If so, I may have to throw them all out. They've been there a while. It's a nice view, huh? You can kind of see down the town from here. Probably one of my favorite things about this room. Oh, and I started growing some plants on the windowsill too. I'm actually not sure what kind of plants they are. They were originally a gift. I didn't pick out the seeds myself. I guess I'll find out eventually when they grow big enough to tell. Sword? That's what I used to train with back when I was aiming to be part of the Royal Guard. It's been a while. I still have it there to remind me of those days. I really enjoyed my time getting outdoors in the sun training. These days is just more of a memento than anything. I should get around to fixing that. If I ever find the time, that is. My book collection. I'm pretty impressive, right? I've read most of them. Some are technically a loan from the castle's library, but I don't quite remember which. I just wait until someone comes in and asking for a book I have. That system seems to work fine enough. I should probably clear some of those books out. There's very little room for anything new. I do like the visitors, though. Breaks up the monotony of the day a little. I think it's about everything. I'm glad so much of it was interesting to you. Do you have any other questions? Just a regular mage with a bunch more freedom, basically. I spend a lot of my day trying to make magic work for me in ways that'll make people that hire me happy. I've shown enough promise with magic that I'm allowed to do what I want, somehow. Oh, I can try to explain if you like. Oh, well, as much as I can. There are some areas, like the creation of the interdimensional spell, that I have no idea how to explain. Clearly I made it work, but I only sort of know how I did it. And a whole lot of trial and error. Doesn't exactly look good on an official report. It's going to be a while before I know how to explain the process to someone else. But there are some things I can talk about, like how I'm using crystal balls as both a receiver and a transmitter. I cast the spell on it and make it function like an eye too, so they can see me. It's got limitations. I can't move without me needing to recast spells. I don't think you can move the eye around either, as it's not a true ocular device. I also don't think the calls can last too long since it requires a lot of power and for me to stay in the room. But other than that, it's pretty solid. It's functional at the very least. Oh yeah, I guess I do. It's really interesting to me to see what I can do with magic as a whole. In theory, there's no limits to what you can do. How can someone not get excited about that? Oh, but that's enough about me. I should be asking you questions, right? About your world. So, what's the weather I like over there? I didn't think this through at all. I guess I didn't think I'd get this far. I don't think I ever talked to someone from another kingdom, let alone another world. Sorry, that was a lame question. You don't have to humor me with the response, but I appreciate it. I suppose I should ask other questions about what your world's like. What kind of clothes do you wear? Yeah, huh. Well, I suppose my clothes are kind of weird. Even I don't normally dress like this. The cape and the hat are just a part of the Grand Mage's uniform. I'd be in something a little more casual if I could. It's pretty comfortable though. I hope whatever you're wearing is comfortable at least. Oh, I thought of another question. Do you have magic in your world at all? Wait, none at all? Hypothetically, I can see a world without magic, but life must be a lot harder. Wow, so there are some major differences between our worlds. That's so cool. Oh, I hope my magic usage isn't too scary or anything. It's safe, I promise. Well, mostly use it to support more practical ways of understanding our world. Some people don't like it, but I like how, well, magic is. But yeah, thanks for answering all that. It's been so cool getting to talk to an interdimensional being, even if my questions were a little lame. So I should probably let someone else know you're here, that my spell to contact you worked. Though I don't need to tell them right away or anything. I'm not sure if I should put it off or not. How about I leave it up to you? If you like to meet more people, that's fine with me. Put it off? Yeah, we can do that. And still in two minds about telling my superiors if I'm honest. Hesitant? Oh, well, I don't know if I should be telling an interdimensional being about this, but as cool as this is, I don't think I should let others know about your existence, at least not right away. I'm not sure my superiors will be happy at all, but it'll mean even more responsibility. Being Grand Mage is a whole lot of pressure. I don't know if I'm cut out for this. Not that it's related to you at all. I thought about quitting for a while. Yeah, whoever shows up, don't tell them I said that, okay? You ever just happen to be good at something you don't intend to be? That's me in magic. I wanted to be a soldier or something like that, but magic just comes naturally to me. Eventually I ended up here. Now I'm a Grand Mage, and I have no idea what I'm doing. And what's worse is everyone praises me for it. There's some things I'd like to try doing with magic, like this whole interdimensional contact thing, for example. It's just hard to stick with something like this when there's all this pressure to do a certain way. Yeah, you're probably right. Though honestly, I can't tell if I'm unhappy or it's just accompanying anxiety. I've always been an anxious person, but the pressure to succeed is making things tough. To be a great Grand Mage, whatever that's supposed to mean. I'll think about it. It's kind of lonely here. I was originally training to be a soldier. Had the goal of working in the royal family and all that. I guess technically I got that with this position, but I don't have nearly the amount of freedom I thought I would have. I don't want to let my family down either. And this job pays great. I don't know how relatable it is to complain about being good at something. I kind of feel like a brat when I do. But I think a lot of people might relate to life not panning out how you thought it would. I know I definitely wasn't expecting to be here. Listen to me rambling to an otherworldly being about my personal problems. I'm surprised they haven't left yet. Okay, let me go and get a friend who can confirm that I'm not just in here talking to myself. Not that I am. I'm sure you're real. I'd just like someone else to confirm. Starting to get a little paranoid. I know a guy who I can trust with my secrets. I'll let him know. He's a really nice guy. I know I can trust him for something like this. This might take a minute, but please don't go anywhere. I'll be back as fast as I can, okay? Okay, Quiet, I'm back. I'm still wrapping my head around this. So, you made friends with something from another world? Yeah, and their name is Quiet, and this orb thing is what you're here to show me? Can they talk back to us? Of course, right, Quiet? Whoa. This is sick. Good job, dude. So this is Quiet? Nice to meet you. So, Sherb, how did you do all this? Well, I can try to explain if you have a couple hours. That complicated, huh? The most complicated thing I think I've ever done. Honestly, even though I was simple magic, I'd still go over my head. I'll think of a way to try to explain it clearer at some point. I don't like not being able to. Surely the other mages could help you out. What about the cute girlie down the hall? Castor? Yeah, can't she help? Nah, I'm probably gonna keep this whole experience to myself. Serious about keeping it a secret? Yeah. If that's what you think is best. Okay, well, I gotta get back to practice. You need to make some time to come down and spar or something. It's been way too long. Me and the others have been missing you a whole bunch. Really? Of course. It hasn't been the same since. Oh, well, I'll see what I can do. It was nice meeting you, Quiet. Take care. Can confirm you're not crazy, though. I heard Quiet speak, too. Sorry for these comments earlier, by the way. You know I was just messing around, right? Don't worry about it. It's cool. Is that all you need from me? Yeah, I think so. Thanks again. No problem. Okay, bye, Sherb. Bye, Quiet. I guess that was that. Little brief, but still pretty cool. Kind of nice confirming you're real, too. Not that I really had much of a doubt, but you know, magic can be a weird thing. I really need to talk. I really needed the talk I've had today. It's given me a lot to think about. Just what exactly I'm trying to do here. Being here as the Grand Mage. Thank you for your help today. You did, though. Listening to me complain and all. Letting me get all that off my chest. I really do appreciate it. I don't have anyone like this I can talk to, so it's just kind of stayed bottled up. I thought I had things figured out in my head, but it took speaking it out loud to notice I wasn't really sure. I feel a bit better now. I'm really wondering if this is the right path for me. Don't get me wrong, I like magic. I like working on experiments like this. But I don't know if I can handle this kind of pressure. I miss using a sword and being outside. Maybe I can incorporate magic into that somehow. Not sure how. I'll do that yet. But I think staying here will give me the opportunity anytime soon. Not sure how I'll do that yet. But I don't think staying here will give me that opportunity anytime soon. I do like working with magic, but maybe it wasn't the right choice jumping in and making it a career. I think I'll start considering how to make something else work, preferably more physical work. Thanks, Quiet, for helping me work that out by myself. I'll call you back a little later when I've better sorted out what I want to do with my life. I have a couple of ideas.